Hello everybody, CozyAzeroth, aka Zachary Fruhling here, and this is going to be the first in my maybe, potentially 101 episode long series running through all of the type-in programs on this from this book I used to have when I was a kid. I loved this book. It was 101 Programming Tips and Tricks for the Texas Instruments TI-99 4A home computer. So I'm going to, in this video, I'm going to read through the preface, and we're going to type in the first program, which is pretty short, and then I'm going to end the stream, start a new stream, do program number 2. So if you're watching this live on Twitch, I'm sorry that I'm going to be starting and stopping the stream because I want to be able to break these up into separate videos. But other than that, if you're watching this on YouTube, be sure to follow me on Twitch under CozyAzeroth, and you can find me my other TI-99 4A videos on YouTube on my YouTube channel, either under CozyAzeroth or under my real name, Zachary Fruhling, either one. Okay, so 101 Programming Tips and Tricks for the Texas Instruments TI-99 4A home computer. The exciting software idea book, overflowing with pro hints, secrets, shortcuts, and techniques for using the TI-99/2, Compact 40, TI-99 4A, and other Texas Instruments personal, home, and business microcomputers with 101 complete programs. Okay, let's give everyone credit here, right? So the author is Len Turner. So these are not my programs; these are Len Turner's programs. Let's zoom in a little bit here and make this a little easier on the eyes. There we go. Ooh, gotta scroll up a bit here. Let's see. I think I missed. Yep, there we go. Texas Instruments books by Len Turner. 101 Programming Tips and Tricks for the Texas Instruments TI-99 4A home computer. Texas Instruments Computer Program Writing Workbook, and 36 Texas Instruments TI-99 4A programs for home, school, and office. By ArcSoft Publishers, Woodsboro, Maryland. First edition, first printing. Copyright 1983 by ArcSoft Publishers. Blah, 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 blah. Well, you know, everything's copyrighted, right? Okay, preface. The Texas Instruments microcomputers are among the world's most popular systems for use in the home, classroom, and small business office. In fact, the TI-99 4A probably is the all-time best-selling home computer to date. The lightweight desktop design of the TI-99 4A, the convenient portability of the Compact 40, the powerful basic language capability of all the TI microcomputers place them in the forefront of the new wave of personal computers for hobbyists, students, teachers, professionals, business persons, and all who want to learn the new technology. These are not toys. Their hardware and software combinations make them highly useful tools in the business environment and the classroom, as well as for practical jobs around the home. The total number of applications to which the Texas Instruments home, personal, and business microcomputers can be put is limited only by the scope of the imagination. In this book, we have created 101 practical new sets of applications programs for your use. It is hoped that you will, by using these 101 programs, learn how to make your TI computer work for you. You will be able to gain an understanding of how programs work in the computer and how to build on these 101 easy-to-use pieces of software to make your computer do even more work as your understanding grows. This book, as well as all published by ArcSoft Publishers, is written for newcomers, novices, and first-timers, as well as for advanced users of microcomputers. Our intention has been to provide easy-to-type in and run programs for the Texas Instruments TI-99 4A, TI-99-2, Compact 40, and other TI personal, home, and business microcomputers. You type these programs into your computer, and it does the rest. You do not have to be a program writer to use this book. This volume is a companion book to 36 Texas Instruments TI-99 4A programs for home, school, and office, and the Texas Instruments Computer Program Writing Workbook. Len Turner. Okay, table of contents. Let's run through the table of contents, see what's coming in the next 100 episodes after this one. So we've got a category on fun and games, coin toss, traditional dice roll, C2 dice, C4 dice, secret message, sound off, R2-D2 sound effect. This is the 1980s after all. Sound off 2, mystery clues, original high-low game, code groups, 60-second timer, find highest lowest, sorting scores, keeping game scores, batting average, computer rating service, box score, text on text is the next category, create a quiz, killing time, word error trapping, character numbers, one-time password, 3 tries password, multiple passwords, name in a box, entering 0 stop, entering letter stop, super reverser, marching numbers, superior decision maker, sentence writer, categorizing, alphabet soup, create a table, question and answer. Next category is GWiz. So GWiz 1, smart adder. GWiz 2, 3-digit mystery. GWiz 3, yes-no decision maker. GWiz 4, first alphabet spotter. GWiz 5, second alphabet spotter. And GWiz 6, guess the number. Next category is number crunching, memory tester, number reverser, exam score sorter, number error trapping, standard deviation, percentages, logic functions, above and below a line, factoring, which is smallest, which is largest, reciprocals, dump the integer, averages, mid-range number, rounding off, 2-digit round off, percent to decimal, every 10th answer, random sampler, random numbers 0 to 9, random numbers distribution, random numbers averages, random numbers sorting high-low. Next category is money matters. Excuse me. Money grows, shopper's friend, car payments, to nearest 95 cents, to the nearest penny, markup, percentage off, dollars and cents, wages and hours, invoicing, unit price, inventory counter, daily code, advertising cost per thousand, advertising cost per unit sold, making change, and colorful graphics, box the screen, moving illusion, super moving illusion, giant clock exercise, Aztec art, circling dot, screen filler, window twinklers, show the colors, blackboard, snowfall, making things move, drawing sketches, centered boxed titles, 5-item checklist, flashing graphics cursor, color bar graph generator, draw bar graphs, and backward writer, plus an appendix, Appendix A, basic words, Appendix B, character sets, and Appendix C, color codes. Okay, let's read through the introduction. There is a great need for practical, useful software for the new generation of popular personal computers. The Texas Instruments models TI-99 4A home computer, TI-99 2 computer, Compact 40 portable computer, and other TI personal home business microcomputers, for instance, are among the world's most popular gear. The TI computers are powerful and versatile and flexible, but what can they do? Once you've purchased the hardware, you need down-to-earth workable programs to run the computer. The aim of this book is to provide 101 complete, easy-to-type-in, ready-to-run, new and different sets of program listings for you to use in getting ideas about how to make your own TI work for you. These programs are very useful in themselves. They also make good starting points for further development as you learn more and more about how to program your own computer. You can learn a great deal about how basic programs are organized and how they work simply by typing in these programs. Use these fun and practical programs and then modify them and expand them to suit your needs as your interests grow. These programs are designed to be typed into your computer via its keyboard console, just as you find the programs printed here in this book. No other programming is needed. We assume you have read the owner's manuals and instructional pamphlets which came with your computer and accessories. You know how to hook your computer you know how to hook up the console to the TV modulator connector and to any other accessories you may have purchased. You know how to type the programs into your TI computer. You do not have to be a programmer to use these pieces of software. Just type them in as you find them here and run them. They will work. These programs do not require tape or disk unless you choose to save them on those media. These programs are so easy to type in, you can save this book and retype them whenever you wish to rerun a program. Computer printouts. To make sure there are no errors in these programs, we have written and tested each and every program on our own TI-99 4A and printed every one on a TI-99 line printer. The hard copy printout from that line printer is reproduced directly in this book. The TI computer operated the printer and listed these programs. No human hands came between the computer and these listings, so no retyping or proofreading errors have been introduced. You should find these programs run exactly as reproduced here. If, after typing in a program from this book, you get an error message from your TI computer, check the handy list of TI basic words and other TI info in the appendix at the back of this book. Then compare your typed program lines with the program lines reproduced in this book. Undoubtedly, you will find you have made a typing error in entering the program lines into your TI. However, should you find an error in a program in this book, please call it to the attention of the author by sending a postcard or letter to him in care of ArcSoft Publishers, P.O. Box 132, Woodsboro, Maryland 21798, USA. The author will appreciate being able to make any necessary corrections to future editions of this book. Home, School, and Office. This book has been organized into 6 sections plus an appendix. The first section includes programs which might be useful in creating new and different games to play on your TI. The second section helps you learn how the computer uses words, letters, numbers, symbols, and alphanumerics. The third section is a collection of programs you can use to wow your friends. The fourth section includes tips and tricks on how to work with and manipulate numbers in the computer. The fifth section holds practical use programs for around the home, especially in money matters. The sixth sections show the way to video graphics on the TV screen. An appendix holds lots of useful reference information, including a list of basic words as used in the TI. The sections are Fun and Games, Text on Text, Gee Whiz, Number Crunching, Money Matters, Colorful Graphics, and Appendix. The sections include a total of 101 complete ready-to-run programs in the basic language. Each is made brief so you can quickly type it in and get it running fast. Each stands alone and runs all by itself, or each could be incorporated into a longer set of program lines as a subroutine. Try them all, they're great fun to run, and they are especially designed to be short so you won't have to spend hours typing in one program. Endless running. Many of the programs in this book will continue to run until you command them off manually via the clear function. You may stop any run at any time by use of the clear function. The function key is in the lower right corner of the console keyboard and is labeled FCTN. Press and hold FCTN and press the number 4 key in the upper row of keys. The combination of FCTN and 4 creates the clear instruction to the computer. This clear function is the same as what is called break in other microcomputers. Here's an example of how the clear function works in the TI computer. Type in this brief 2-line program, type in line 10 and press enter. Then type in line 20 and press enter. This will lodge the complete program in the program memory. Here is the program. Okay, well let's do this, even though this is not program 1. It's part of the introduction, but let's do it. TI basic ready, 10 print, XYZ, 20, go to 10. Okay, this is about the most basic program you can come up with in TI basic. Okay, and does it say to run the program? After you have the program stored in program memory, type in run and press enter to start the operation. The computer will do as instructed. It will print the letters XYZ repeatedly. In fact, it will go on forever until you stop the action. To stop the run, press and hold the function key. While holding function down, press the number 4 key. This is the clear function. It will stop the computer run. Try it. Now I am doing this in in Classic 99, the TI-99 for emulator I like to use, and I have to use Alt-4 to stop the program. So let's run it. And it's going to type XYZ ad infinitum, and we are now going to stop the program by hitting clear or Alt-4 in Classic 99 or Function 4 on an actual TI, breakpoint at 20. Okay. Remarks. As you read through all the programs in this book, you will notice few REM or remarks statements. The author's training in writing basic language computer programs included an emphasis on brevity and saving of memory space. A sharp editing pencil was in order, and still is. Remarks and explanations in software are out. Honing, fine-tuning, and waste trimming are in. Use of coding form program writing worksheets is encouraged. Such worksheets can be found in the Texas Instrument Program Writing Workbook published by ArcSoft Publishers. Your objective always should be to make the most efficient use of available memory. Always remember, even though they may be headed toward the same goal, no two programmers will write the exact same list of basic instructions or program lines from scratch. As you load these various programs into your TI computer, one at a time, you'll make modifications to suit your personal needs and interests. For instance, exact wording of print statements can be changed, or two or more programs can be combined into one grand scheme. Your applications may vary. If you want to load more than one of these programs into your TI computer at the same time, be sure to use different sets of line numbers for different programs. Computer programmers today generally mix the use of the two words enter and return. They are used to mean the same thing. In this case, we mean the enter key on the right side of the console keyboard. Other computers. These programs will run on any computer which is set up to be programmed in BASIC. However, to run these on machines other than ones using TI BASIC as found in the TI-99 4A, you may have to make slight modifications to program lines. Graphic commands, especially, will differ elsewhere. Also, use of multiple statement lines using the colon is quite different in most other forms of BASIC. Refer to the owner's manual which came with your non-TI personal computer. Compare its version of BASIC with TI BASIC. Also, if you use a non-TI microcomputer, such things as line numbering, spacing, logical tests, multiplication symbols, print statements, and other instructions may differ. The author would like to have your suggestions for changes in future editions of this work or for other titles in this series for the TI microcomputers. The author may be addressed in care of ArcSoft publishers. Standalone versus subroutine. All of the programs in this book can be used as portions of larger lists of instructions to your computer. That is, they can be written as goTo or goSub objects. To do so, make appropriate changes to the first line, usually numbered 10 in this book, and the last line of each program. If you create a subroutine, remember that every goSub must have a return. Return must be the last line of each subroutine. If you work one of these programs into a larger set of instructions, be especially careful of your memory or variable names or labels. They must agree with and fit into those you are using in the main program. Also be careful of line numbers. No two programs can occupy the exact same set of line numbers. If you want to load more than one of these programs into your TI computer at the same time, be sure to use different sets of line numbers. Learning programming. These programs are written to be typed into your TI computer just as you find them here with no programming needed. We assume you know how to turn on your computer and how to go about typing in a program. Many of the programs and much of the programming advice in this book will, in fact, also be of interest to old-timers in the program writing game, since we have presented many powerful new twists aimed at making your computer do more work more quickly. Amidst the 101 tips, tricks, and programs in this book, you will find countless secrets, shortcuts, hints, techniques, and make it easier instructions for using your computer. Each tip, trick, and program is intended to make you a more versatile programmer and make your programming chores lighter. To use this book to stimulate your thinking about how to approach various software problems and projects. Use it to get good ideas for new and different approaches to all of your programming goals. As you grow and develop as a program writer, modify these programs and make your computer do even more. Happy programming. Okay, fun and games. Number 1, coin toss. So again, just as a reminder, I'm going to do program number 1 in this video. Then I'm going to end this stream in this video and come back and probably in a few minutes and do program number 2 and do a few of them today off and on. So hang tight if you're watching this live on Twitch, and be sure to check out all my other videos on my YouTube channel if you are watching this on YouTube. Number 1, coin toss. Here's a handy way to settle arguments. Toss a coin. Only this time, let the computer do the work. Type in the program, run it. The computer will report heads or tails after each toss. For a new toss, press the Enter key on your computer's keyboard. Line 10 clears the screen. A random number, either 0 or 1, is generated at line 20 and tested to see if it is a 0. If it is, the computer prints heads. If not, the computer drops to line 30 where it prints tails. Lines 50, 60, and 70 accomplish the restart when you press Enter. And here is the program listing. I think this one fits on the entire screen, so let's get busy. Let's get a new iteration of TI Basic here. New instance of it, excuse me. 10, call clear. 15, randomize. I wonder why line number 15 instead of line number 20 was chosen. Okay, line 20. If int of 3 times R&D is less than 1, then line 100. Okay. 30, print tails. 40 print and 40 and 45 print. Excuse me. 40 print, 45 print. 50 input. For more, press enter. Okay, and let's get this exactly as typed. Colon KY string. Okay. So looking for it. Figuring out what the in fact, it's interesting because there's nothing that uses that variable. You know, it might have been done. I might have done this with call key if I were writing this program, but that's okay. It's part of the fun. 60 call clear clears the screen once again. 70 go to 20. 100 print heads. And 110 go to 40. Okay, that is the entire program. Let's just check it for errors. I'm mainly worried about line 20 because that's the one that has the most syntax to it. If int of 3 times R and D less than 1, then line 100. Everything else looks good. So let's run our program number 1 from 101 Programming Tips and Tricks for the Texas Instruments TI-99 for a home computer. This one is coin toss. Tails. For more, press enter. Tails. Oh, 3 tails in a row. Tails. Are we gonna get heads every? Hey, there we go. Okay. Sometimes it's like that, you know. You think you're gonna alternate, or you think you're going to get approximately the same number, but it's each coin toss is a new ball game. Don't commit the gambler's fallacy here. All right, so there we go. Coin toss. It's a pretty straightforward program. Like I said, I might have been inclined to use call key because one of the problems is that you can type in pretty much anything you want here, and it just ignores it and moves on. The moment you press enter, it doesn't matter what you've typed. So I might have done this with call key. I'll get a screenshot here. Couple screenshots. Okay, that is coin toss, program number 1 from 101 Programming Tips and Tricks for the TI-99 for a home computer. Let's end this program. Let's list it out one more time for posterity. And that is the first program from this book. And if you're just tuning in, I used to have this book when I was a kid, and I pored over this book. I mean, I spent hours and hours and hours looking at this book and typing in all the programs. I've typed them all in at one point or another when I was a little kid, but I haven't looked at this since I was a kid. So this is going to be the first video in a series of 101 videos where I type in each of these programs. If you're watching this live on Twitch, I see someone is watching live on Twitch right now. I'm going to be, bear with me, because I'm going to be ending and restarting the stream as I type in every new program, mainly because I want to turn these into YouTube videos for my YouTube channel as well. So if you're curious to you know, watch me type in these programs one by one, just hang tight and I'll be back in a minute. Won't take me too long. I just want to end the stream and start a new one. So hang tight. I'll be back with program number 2. And if you're watching this after the fact on my YouTube channel, check out my other TI-99 for a retro programming videos and many other topics. Programming a retro-style video game in Pico 8. I do a lot of World of Warcraft streaming, both on Twitch and eventually on YouTube. So check out all my offerings on YouTube and on Twitch. And I'll be back in just a few minutes with program number 2. So hang tight, everyone. Let's look ahead. What is program number 2? Traditional dice roll. So I'll be back in just a minute with traditional dice roll. See you in a minute.